if you trust them, or if you manage the process tightly, you can, I don't want to say, it's not cheating, you can have enhanced Google Map presence by registering the home address of all of your agents as if it were an office address, and focus each of those on different keywords and phone numbers. Almost nobody's doing this well in real estate yet. Some insurance agents are, some places in other sectors, but technically each and every one of your agents working under your brand could be an office. You want to get the main office right first, but there are pluses and minuses to doing that, but it's mainly pluses. Let's talk specifically about some of the things you can talk about in your Google Map presence. It's almost like a miniature website. You've got an opportunity to create a web presence that Google's hosting. You can talk about payment options, get creative. We're not really taking payments, but you can talk about, some of the different ways that people can do things with you guys. Photos of your listings or your office. It's a great place to rotate listings photos in and out of. And videos. You can put videos in your Google local listing. Google will validate that 2 different ways, by phone or postcard. I generally recommend, if you've got the time, postcard. It's a little bit more secure. There are some phone scammers out there that, that's not quite as secure, but either one works. Let's go into, once you've done this, how do you actually rank? Because there are more realtors in New York who've submitted to the Google Local Business Center than come up for a search for New York real estate agent. So how do you actually rank? 4 things. The on-page, kind of like classic SEO, and then 3 off-page factors. 3 other things that are basically the social media of search. How is the rest of the web voting for you as a real estate practice? Citations, link building, and reviews. On-page optimization, I'm not going to go ad infinitum into here, but the key thing is have a local component in the title tag of your website. Put a physical address. This is something people haven't done, not just on the Contact Us page. Put it at the bottom of every page. The more times you say where you are, you have that locational imprint. It's important for Google. If you have multiple localities, customize that. This is some of the, when you want to go to sleep, I'm happy to walk all of you through this, but we'll have no time for Q&A, so this may be something you just email me about afterwards. It's really not as scary as it looks. Important to think through, what keywords do you want? Every page, work 3 to 5 keywords, just like traditional SEO. And figure out, what's driving your business. That's where your Google AdWords data, if you're running an AdWords campaign, is going to be really vital. If you've set up analytics correctly, you might be running 30 keywords, 300 keywords. If you're doing zip code-based marketing on Google, you might be running 2,000 keywords. If you have a multi-city practice, you could be running 5,000 keywords with city and neighborhood names. There are going to be 10 of those that are the money keywords. There are going to be a small number then that pop out, and these are the ones you make money on. Well, those are the ones you want to get seen in the Google map on. Citations, we're moving off page. Citations are all those other places on the internet where your business's name, your practice's name, and your practice's phone number or your practice's address are listed together. So the more of those Google finds, they don't have to link to you. That's kind of a difference from classic SEO. The more places on the internet that are trusted by Google, that they find your business name and your business address close by, it helps your ranking in that map. Let's see if we can find where you do it. A number of websites act as data centers. InfoUSA is a great one. Localese. Universal Business Listing, $30 a year. Axiom searches on their own, acquiring data. One of the things I love to do is, if you're located in Walla Walla, Washington, go to Google and search Walla Walla directory or City of Walla Walla and find 30 or 40 places that pop up wanting to be the city guide to Walla Walla. Those are trusted sources, and they'll generally let you list for free. Some of them have a nominal charge, but those are places that you want to go to for citations. Yelp, Yellowbot, Local.com, All are other places you can go for that. So your city directory, a Better Business Bureau is one way to go, the local board of realtors, friendly mortgage brokers and realtors. They're going to be less important for that, but they can help. This one I do want to spend some time on. Reviews are the golden currency of local SEO in the Google map. Google is blending search and social. So just like Bazaar Voice does for the Walmart.coms of the world, Google is building up their own robust review engine on the low end, and they're also taking in review sources. So implementing and architecting a review and feedback strategy, there are 4 or 5 different kinds of approaches you can take to reviews, is going to help you rank in that map. And you want to mix it up a little bit. Google doesn't want all the reviews to be Google reviews. They want some of them to be coming in from Yelp and some from CitySearch. At some point, it'd be nice if some of the industry portals added more of a review function and moved over to Google. I think there's still some more opportunities for someone out there to create the TripAdvisor for realtor reviews. Maybe it already exists. I'm not aware of it if it is, but there's a business opportunity there. Don't forget the video. That's a flip camera these days. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Most of you already have a video somewhere. Get it out there in the Google Local Center. Here's what's changing. Algorithms are getting better. Google is tossing vast quantities of money into local. They know how much money is still being spent on Yellow Pages. And they know how much money they need every quarter to keep the street off their back, and it's a lot. Because right now Google has one primary revenue source. That's that soda straw of AdWords. And most of them historically have been based on national searches, so they have to go local, where most of those dollars and most of the big purchases are made. More and more results with local flavor. More and more searches are going to have maps, videos, books, news. You're going to see fewer and fewer of those text results on every page. Mobile is going to make Google even more important. It's not very useful getting excited about a listing 2/3 of the way down on the first page of Google if you're on an iPhone. It's all the more important to get a number 1, 2, or 3 listing on an iPhone. That's really painful real estate. It's possible real estate to crawl the web on, but I don't find browsing the web on an iPhone as pleasant as on a big screen. I'm probably just silly that way. It's possible, but it kind of feels like I'm getting yanked back to the early days of dial-up, and it's painful all over again. Think about developing a mobile version of your site and see how that's showing up in the maps. And I guess what I'd say is, we're all students in this together. Some of us have been studying it longer. We've had the fortune of working with some firms in the real estate space, like the corporate office of Keller Williams historically. We've done work with them. We've done work with HomeAway, a number of large brokerages, some builders, and a whole bunch of individual brokers that might have a team of 10, 15, 20 folks. So we're not real estate experts. We're just marketing folks who work really hard at the internet. Doing this alone won't solve it for you. It's the integration. When they fill out a lead form, well, what are you doing next? Are they getting that phone call instantaneously? Can you track phone calls? Are you pushing different phone numbers? Are you sending them a postcard to follow up? Are you sending them an email? So unfortunately, there's no one magic bullet. I'm really excited about local search, but if you don't integrate it in an overall business model, it's far less exciting. Thanks very much, and if we're not taking questions, so we're on to the next speaker. Okay, thank you.